Okay, raise your hand if the coronavirus has caused you to have a drop in productivity. Right? You're working from home, maybe you have kids underfoot, you're still trying to get stuff done, but you have a lot less time and a lot less focus than you did before. How do you manage that? How do you still get the most important things done in the midst of not having nearly enough time? Well, our spark for today lends some insight to that. And it's that when you've got to focus in on just a few priorities, you want to pair up, not pair down. And here's what I mean by that. Typically, when we've got, let's say 40 hours of work in a week, and all of a sudden we've got 30 hours, we start paring things down. We start trimming off, hour by hour, what we can drop off of our schedule to make sure that we still have room for that 30. And that first, 5 or 10% comes pretty easily, the stuff that you didn't really want to do anyway, but it just starts to get harder and harder and harder to pare things down because everything seems important at this moment. And so instead, start in reverse. Start by pairing up and say, okay, let's say instead of 30 hours a week, I've got 1 hour this week. What's the one thing or the two things I could do in 1 hour that would make the biggest difference for me, for my team, for my organization? What is really that essential? Then say, well, you know what? Let's say I found an extra hour. What would I do with that second hour? What would I do with that third and fourth and fifth hour? And pair it up rather than paring it down. When you do that, it keeps the most important things at the heart of your focus. And then everything else that you add on is just bonus at the end. You're not dying 1,000 little deaths by trimming one thing at a time, but you're adding new things, adding positive things, which just feels a lot better, quite honestly. Now, this actually works really well too when you're writing something. If you've written a 10-page essay and you got to get it down to 2 pages rather than trying to shave off paragraph by paragraph, start over with 1 page and then build out from there. Whatever it is, when you're trying to focus in on the most important ideas, the most important tasks, the secret is to pair up, not pair down. So this is my challenge as you're struggling with having enough time, rather than just trying to drop one thing after another, ask yourself, what would I do if I only had 1 hour today? And then add on from there. When you do that, you'll make sure that the most important things get done, and the bonus things, they get done if you have time.